of my team members and I, it is a great pleasure to welcome you to the first annual general meeting of the Department of Petroleum Resources, Abeokuta Field Office, which coincides with our first anniversary. DPR Abeokuta office covers the entire Ogun State in terms of ensuring product availability, enforcing standard rules and regulations governing the oil and gas operation in Ogun State. We have a saying in DPR Abeokuta since we started operation last year, and the saying goes thus: we shall guide through persuasion. That means encouraging self-regulation. In carrying out our supervisory role in the oil and gas operations in Ogun State, we also ensure safety of lives, assets, and environmental protection. We appreciate you all for making out time out of your busy and tight schedule to be at this occasion to discuss issues as they relate to downstream activities of the petroleum industry in Nigeria, but with emphasis on Ogun State. This meeting is to offer stakeholders the opportunity to interact, share knowledge, ideas, and experiences in order to continually improve on our approaches with regard to downstream activities and monitoring. This event will also avail participants of government policy in order to ensure that they are adequately adhered with. Worthy to note is the introduction of minimum industries training for downstream operation, known as MISDO, by the Department of Petroleum Industry, as part of initiative to improve the safety of lives and property in downstream operation in the Nigerian petroleum sector. MISDO will be presented at this occasion to enhance our safety awareness. Please recall that the DPR Abeokuta Field Office started operation last year, hence our first year anniversary. Some of the issues we had to deal with when we started operation include proliferation of illegal LPG operations, diversion of products, under-dispensing, and unserviceable fire extinguishers. But with your collective effort and support, we have made notable strides in ensuring a safer and sustainable operation across the value chain for our stakeholders in Ogun State. It is pertinent to note that some companies are here to showcase their products and services for the benefit of participants. We urge you all to kindly visit the exhibition stand, which we have at the back of this hall. And once again, we sincerely appreciate your presence and wish all of us here present a very useful and worthwhile deliberation. Thank you. And
August Forum. I sincerely thank the management of the DPR for the invitation, being first of its kind from the department since I assumed the leadership of the command more than 3 years from now. It is my hope that this gesture and the underlying mutual trust will reinforce the confidence I personally have in the ability of the Nigerian Police Force and DPR to jointly combat security challenges confronting the oil and gas industry nationwide. As you may be aware, the Nigerian Police Force is the primary security agency of the state, charged with the statutory responsibility to protect life and property, preserve law and order, prevent and detect crime, among other duties. As a service agency, the police is entirely funded by government. Of course, government fund comes from both domestic and external earnings. Indeed, the healthier the economy, the heavier the government purse, and the better the lot of the police in annual budgetary allocations. The police, therefore, takes very seriously the security of government infrastructures, especially key assets, facilities, and installations deployed to achieve uninterrupted generation of the revenue. With regards to the oil and gas industry, the police organization is tirelessly contributing its quota, its quota towards ensuring a peaceful, stable, and secure operational environment. The security of related assets and facilities across the length and breadth of the country. This is in realization that oil has continued to play key roles in running the country. Statistics from the Central Bank of Nigeria show that oil accounts for 90% of the country's foreign exchange earnings, 20% GDP, and 65% of government budgetary revenue. In addition, oil creates thousands of jobs, supplies energy to power industry, and provides fuel for both vehicles and aircraft for carrying goods and people in and outside the country. Companies producing solvents, fertilizers, plastics, pesticides, and synthetic fragrances also depend on petroleum for their raw materials. Our homes, directly or indirectly, depend on petroleum products to meet basic domestic needs. Unfortunately, oil industry is bedeviled by several security threats like pipeline vandalism, siphoning and stealing of oil from pipelines, sabotage, terrorism, disruptive violent activities of militants in the oil-producing areas, vandalism of production facilities leading to what keen watchers of the industry refer to as shut-ins, deferment of production, drastic decline in oil production and export figure, high cost of repairs and maintenance of sabotage facilities, kidnap of oil workers, including expatriates, and associated injuries, fatalities, and trauma. In addressing the security challenges confronting the oil and gas industry in Nigeria, the police maintains formations and offices that provide guards at major operational offices and installations of all oil companies, including the NNPC, and protect their staffs and expatriates across the country. In addition, due to incessant pipeline vandalism and other related offenses like theft and adulteration of oil and other petroleum products, the police has a special task force on petroleum and illegal bunkering, STFPIB, dedicated to the protection of oil pipelines and prevention of related crimes across the country. The section is headed by a senior officer and has units in virtually all the states of the Federation. The units monitor pipelines against vandalism, intercept and impound trucks laden with adulterated oil and gas stolen via illegal bunkering and vandalized pipelines. They arrest, investigate, and prosecute offenders operating illegal refineries and smuggling of fuel and other petroleum products and other offenses being tackled by the units. In Ogun State here, STFPIB operates 3 sectors, each in Abeokuta, Shagamu, and Ogiri. Each of these sectors is headed by an officer with primary focus on areas where these offenses are pronounced. Such areas in Abeokuta sector includes Kobakpe, Oja Odon, Idi-Iroko, Ilara, and Imeko. The Shagamu sector beams more of a searchlight on Mowe, Shagamu, Ibafo, Akute Ajuwon, Ogijo, Italuwo, while the Mobile Ogiri tent, we have tents 1, 2, and 3 in Ogiri, and Onigari village on Ibadan Ogiri expressway. Therefore, that the DPR seeks alternative in modern technologies to mount surveillance on the company's installation and facilities across the country for improved security. It is hoped too that the management of the DPR in the state will maintain regular contact with the police command in crucial areas like joint operations and information sharing to facilitate police services to the oil industry in the state and help achieve the statutory responsibility of the DPR, which includes ensuring compliance of petroleum laws, regulations, and guidelines in the oil and gas industry, monitoring of operations at drilling sites, wells, production platforms, flow stations, crude oil export terminals, refineries, storage depot, dump stations, and retail outlets. Let me once again thank the management for the hand of fellowship extended to the command by this